Lyoto, on your left here on the other side of the podium. Congratulations on the victory tonight. Were you surprised that that flying knee in the first round didn't stop Chael? That seemed very, very powerful.
So I was very surprised because he could take all my punches on the ground, and I was expecting for the referee to stop the fight, but he didn't that. But actually, Chael is a very tough opponent.
Yeah, and was that more or less the game plan coming in? You felt like timing his takedowns, going for the knees was going to be something very effective for you?
Definitely was my game plan to wait for the right moments. But I didn't expect Chael comes too much. So he came so fast and too much up to me. So I couldn't control the distance right away. But as soon as I feel the right timing, I threw my knee and I could hit him strong.
Chael said that coming in, he didn't know he would be retiring from MMA tonight, but this has been a familiar scene for you. You've retired Randy Couture, you've retired Vitor Belfort. What's kind of your emotion when you defeat these fighters, knock them out, and then see them walk away from the sport?
So, to be honest, I don't think anything about it that, but I feel it's an honor for me to be a part of his history and to share the cage with Chael Sonnen, Randy Couture, Vitor Belfort, because I consider those guys are a legend in this sport, and to be a part of their story, for me, I'm so grateful for that.
Lyoto, right here. Over here. So, in your first fight with Carvalho here in Bellator, you struggled a bit, but you did get the job done. Do you feel like this performance is a statement saying that I've arrived here?
For sure. This performance was amazing. The first fight in Bellator in December in Hawaii, where I felt like kind of pressure because it was my first fight in the Bellator cage. Once you move to another event, it's kind of natural, you feel the pressure, and the pressure can come, you have to control everything, even though I have a lot of fights under my belt, but as a human being, you feel the difference.
And now that you've sensed or you felt how Sonnen was in there, do you think that he did make the right decision to retire tonight?
It's up to him. It's hard to say anything about that because we gotta respect the time of everyone. So if Chael thinks that he has to retire, so we just have to respect his decision and appreciate where he has been doing for the sport, and what he is considered one of the legend in this sport. So we gotta respect that.
And how are you feeling right now in terms of weight class, or does it not matter to you? Would you rather, move back down to middleweight, maybe challenge Gegard Mousasi in the future, or would you go for Ryan Bader when he comes back to the light heavyweight division?
I'm pretty open for that. So I have to confess that in 205, I felt really good because back in the days I already fought in 205. I was former champion in 205, and in order to not cut weight, for me it's much better, but I'm pretty open. Which comes first, I'll be ready.
Any more questions?
Lyoto, if this chapter of your career had a title, what would it be called?
Sorry?
If this chapter of your career had a title, what would it be?
So it would be amazing because I'll feel so accomplished if that happened. Because at this age, 41 years old, I still can fight in a high performance with younger athletes. And mixed martial arts is a very tough sport. So in order to be in a high performance, so you have to dedicate yourself. You have to be very devoted to your training. And for me, I feel so proud of that.
Thank you.
With Bellator and Rising having a co-promotion, is fighting in Japan representing Bellator on a Rising card something that would interest you?
Definitely. Japan, my father is a Japanese guy, so I already fought in Japan back in the days. To have another chance to fight in Japan, so it will be amazing for me, and I'll be so happy and grateful for that opportunity.
Hi, Lyoto. Karate, you have been synonymous with that martial art for many, many years, and it seems that in a lot of ways it's making a comeback, or that people are learning more how to adapt karate for MMA. Can you talk a little bit about having that Bushido spirit and taking karate into MMA, and any trends that you see that are happening with that particular art and sport?
So, I cannot be more happy than see karate back in this sport and have the respect that the karate deserve. And so many people nowadays are looking for karate to improve their technique. So tonight we saw Horiguchi got the belt from Bellator. He's from karate as well, and I feel I'm a part of that, you know. And if I can push more this sport through my karate, so it will be amazing, because karate is one of the most has the most practitioners in martial arts. So karate is one of the highest number.
Keith?
Lyoto, I know you want to fight for a title, but Scott just mentioned Fedor. He's a legend. You fought a bunch of legends. You used to fight in openweight when you first started your career. Any chance you jump at the opportunity, move up to heavyweight, and go against Fedor?
So I'm so focused now in get this belt. So I wanna become a Bellator champion. But you never know in the future, man. Because I like to challenge myself. It will be a hard task for me, for sure, definitely. But I'll be ready. I'll be ready.
Just one more from you, Lyoto. I know you said you're open to doing either title fight, but who do you've beaten Ryan Bader, you've beaten Mousasi. Who's the more difficult fight for you think, right now?
So already, we fought, when I fought both of them, so it was a couple years ago. So I recognize that they improved a lot, they changed a little bit their game. So every fight has their particular way to go. So I believe it's hard to say now who's going to be the tough one, but we'll see.
Who's been more impressive to you? Bader has won titles in 2 divisions. Mousasi's fighting next weekend. Who do you think is, the one that would do more for your career?
So Bader did a great job in the heavyweight division. So he could beat Fedor, one of the biggest names in the sport. I was impressed with that. But I would like to fight both in different times, and I consider Bader now the name that everybody wants to face him.
Any final questions? All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Lyoto.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate all my fans, and thank you, Madison Square Garden, to have me here for this opportunity.
Congratulations.